everyone, Alexandra here on the FlowPaper team. So today we're going to look at a few ways of making your PDF files, magazines, brochures, catalogs, ebooks a bit more interactive and realistic when it comes to the experience the reader has with your content. So the first thing I'm doing here is uploading the new PDF file that I want to customize for this experience, and I'm going to select Zin, and from here notice you have a couple of some templates to work with, and specifically you're going to want to go for the realistic 3D template this time. So the very first thing is for you to create a realistic visual experience for the reader. So in this case, the first thing you do is to choose an intro template. So this is where the PDF file will be placed. So for example, if you have, a recipe book, you might want to go for this template with the wine and the grapes in here. If you have something that's more summer related or similar, you can choose the sand in here. It really depends. I'm going to just pick something simple like this time. Next, you have your import options. You can generally keep these default and then just add your publication title in here. So in this case, we're just going to write test and click on continue. And now you're actually going to preview the file the way the reader would see it, with the file actually coming down on the table like the reader would place it in real life. And at any time, you can actually preview the content in here and see how, the pages realistically move, kind of like, flipping with them. But you can go one step further. On the right side of the screen, remember we are under design. Again, if you don't see these features, make sure you have the latest updated version from FlowPaper so you can always access just the newest features that come out. So again, on the right side of the screen, if you go to intro animation, you can always change this, even change the intro text. The intro text is by default the publication name we just added with the import options, but it can be anything else like hi or hope you enjoy reading this. And again, you can just go click on intro template and change this. Now, something else you'll notice with the latest changes is that when you double click on a page, you'll automatically zoom in and you can just drag the pages across the screen with your mouse to kind of zoom in and get a better look at the sections you're interested in. But on the left side, you also have this rectangle here. Now, if you don't want readers to see this, you can go under toolbar and navigation and simply click to deselect the zoom navigator. And as you can see, it just disappears. And this is actually what your readers will see in the end. So it kind of removes the distractions if you want maybe more focus on a highly visual type of content as opposed to something that might need to be, zoomed in. Also under toolbar and navigation, you also have the option to change your bottom navigator. So the latest feature is really just like this. You have a balloon slider which allows the reader to kind of have a look at the pages they want to skip through and also get a quick preview of the content that's there. So for example, the reader will know if they want to, skip to a specific chapter, just go directly to a catalog. Maybe you have a publication that's half educational content and half maybe a catalog where people can purchase stuff. So people might be interested just in the catalog or just in the content, right? So another option, instead of the balloon slider, which honestly I recommend using this because it's a bit more natural, but you also have the option from bottom navigator, again under toolbar and navigation, to go back to the classic hover thumbnails. So the hover thumbnails kind of show all of the pages in the PDF file at once. So this also makes it easier for people to just go directly to a section they might be interested in, but keep in mind it might, distract from the actual content as opposed to using the balloon navigator. Finally, this is actually the way the PDF file looks like when readers look at it. So one other thing people can do with the live version is to simply drag the pages, kind of like reading and skimming through a magazine. So if you go to behavior, you have a couple of extra options related to that, from the way the page animation works. So, you know, if it's like softer, harder when people skip through the pages, the speed at which these pages flip, as well as flip sound. So, for example, you have, you know, like a hardcover kind of flipping sound, which sounds like this. And now if you're going to go for the soft cover sound, again, all of these behavior related new options will allow you to create a more realistic experience, so people aren't just, you know, clicking or maybe just scrolling through a PDF file when looking at your content. And this is it for now. Remember to get the latest updates so you get access to all of these features, and have fun customizing the experience your readers will have. Have a nice day.